Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. In today's video, I want to take you guys through my current wax melt warmer collection. When I shared my updated wax melt collection video, I had asked if you were interested in seeing my actual warmer collection. To be honest, I wasn't super excited to film it because I have a lot. I have a lot of warmers, and I do at this point have to be a little bit more mindful in terms of new warmers that I bring into my collection. But if I really love something, I'm definitely going to purchase it. When it comes to the specific brand that I have the most warmers of, and quite frankly at this point, I would say all of my warmers are from Scentsy. I did used to have some warmers from some other companies like Better Homes and Gardens, which you can find at Walmart. I used to purchase the Ambisense warmer, which I could get at my local Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer either now no longer carries Ambisense, or maybe Ambisense changed their name to Oak and Rye. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but the warmers that you can get at Fred Meyer are now the Oak and Rye brand. But I just really like the overall look of Scentsy warmers. In terms of how they fit into my decor, I feel like I have a lot more selection with Scentsy that kind of matches my own personal tastes. I like the look of their glass warmers, but I will readily admit that their ceramic warmers maybe get a little bit warmer and give you a little bit more oomph out of whatever you're warming. But I'm such a sucker for a lot of the glass warmers that I will buy those. You'll see a lot of glass warmers. There's two behind me in this video here. So yeah, I have a combination of their 25 watt warmers. I have just a few 20 watt warmers, and then just a few element warmers as well. I'll show you guys the mini warmers in my collection. So I'm just going to kind of take you through everything that I have. But yeah, at this point, you'll see I have a lot, and I need to be very mindful about any new warmers that I bring in. I need to probably develop a policy of, if a new one comes in, then something else from the warmer collection should probably be passed along to one of my friends. My friends are always more than happy to take all of my home fragrance cast-offs, be it wax melts, candles, warmers, whatever. So I think that might be something that I have to adopt this year, because I do have a very limited amount of space where I'm able to store this stuff for off season. So yeah, today I will show you everything that I have in my collection. We will start out with the mini warmers. We will do a tour of the warmers that I currently have out around the house. So all of my spring summer warmers, if you will. And then we will head upstairs to the hallway closet, where I will show you all of my off-season warmers. So all of my holiday warmers and all of my fall warmers. So anyway, that's what we're doing. If you're interested, stick around, and without further ado, let's get into it, you guys. Let's start talking warmers. All right, welcome to the mini warmer portion of the collection here. Once again, these are all Scentsy mini warmers. Yes, you can purchase warmers like this from Better Homes and Gardens, from Oak and Rye. There's also just a bunch of other generic brands that you can find all over Amazon. Once again, I choose to usually go with Scentsy when it comes to these types of mini warmers, because the designs just appeal to me a little bit more. So we've obviously got kind of a little hodgepodge here, if you will. I've got a couple of winter/holiday mini warmers, a couple of fall, and then a few that I use throughout the remainder of the year. Because I have dogs, I definitely only keep these like at counter height, if you will. So none of these are used in the like lower plugins in our house here. Not that I think my dogs would necessarily like you know, stick their paws in there or anything. They're actually not that curious about my home fragrance. But we do have other friends who bring their pets over, and yeah, other people's pets are a little bit more curious. So I think best policy with these is to keep them at counter height. So anyway, let me take you through a few of these. Let's start with my like more year-round collection. Pardon, but I do not remember the names of all of these. If you do, definitely leave that information in the comments down below. When I purchase these, you know, I'm just purchasing for the design, not because I am one of those like long-term, you know, collectors that needs to know exactly what collection this specific warmer was released in. I just thought it was pretty. So anyway, I love the sage green on this specific one here. I like this one because it definitely gives a springy slash summery type of vibe. It's just got some, you know, leaves on it. Nice and neutral. Very pretty. Like I said, sagey green. Love the look of this one. This one here I have had for a very long time. This is actually the one that I have in our upstairs guest bathroom. A lot of these warmers are kind of dirty, and I have been meaning to clean these out, but I don't know, just haven't gotten to it. So ignore this. But I kind of like the fact that this has a very like matte, like flat finish to it. It's definitely not a shiny warmer, very, very matte finish again. But I like this rose design. I just thought it was really pretty, and being a florist, I thought, heck, you know, I should probably have something like this in my house. And it's really, really pretty. So yeah, this one lives in the upstairs guest bathroom pretty much year round. This one here, I want to say there's probably like Daisy in the name somewhere. This one I just thought was so cute. So it's got this like metal daisy design here. And then there is like a frosted glass behind that. So it's got like a frosted finish to it. Very, very pretty. Kind of simple, but an amazing one, again, for spring and summer. This one here, I think this was actually my first Scentsy mini warmer. It's definitely the most boring, if you will. Not a whole lot going on here, but I did like the texture on this one. So very pretty, also very dirty. Next, let's move on to the fall warmers. This one here is, I have this one in a full size as well. I love when you can get a full size alongside a matching mini warmer. And this particular like mercury glass pumpkin design here, I just thought is so beautiful. I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say this was like the fairy tale warmer, fairy tale pumpkin warmer. Does that sound right? It's probably not right, but let's go with it anyway. It does come with the cute little metal cage for the top. Sometimes I'll put that on there. Sometimes I'll just leave it like this. Honestly, when I leave it like this, it kind of also makes a nice holiday warmer as well. So it doesn't, I don't know, I don't think this looks super pumpkin-y until you plop, you know, the little stem, if you will, on top here. But without it, I think it's just a pretty mercury glass ribbed finish mini warmer, right? Anyway, love this one. Very pretty. One of my favorite ones for fall. Another one that I love for fall is this one here. I do not for the life of me remember what this one is called, but very pretty. Definitely a little bit more elegant looking. I like to put this one in our downstairs powder room here. That bathroom has kind of a nice neutral blue paint color, and this just really pops against the blue in there. By the way, the blue that is in that bathroom is the same one that's behind me when I film my weekly home fragrance roundup. Get a lot of questions about it. If you're curious, and this part matters, it is Wedgwood Gray from Benjamin Moore, but it is color matched at Sherwin-Williams. That makes a big difference because the Sherwin-Williams base paint has a lot more gray in it, so it's gonna look different than if you were to purchase that paint from Benjamin Moore, but that's the color. It's Benjamin Moore, Wedgwood Gray, color matched at Sherwin-Williams. So All right, these next 4 here are what I would consider, well, actually, no, we have one more fall. This is definitely a fall one here. Again, don't remember the name of it, but I do love the, like the silhouette of the leaves on here. I just think it's really elegant. Also, this was the year that I kind of started getting into like browns and burgundies again. For the longest time, I went really super beige with my fall decor, but I am back to embracing the browns, the rusts, the burgundies for fall. So this is a great one for that. But the remainders are my holiday warmers, if you will. So I'm gonna get started with this one here. This one just has a like tartan design on, obviously, a Christmas tree. So kind of simple, but I have always enjoyed this one in our laundry room. Again, I like the frosted finish on the glass here. Love this one. We've got some glitter and sparkles here, obviously. So this particular snowflake mini warmer, I've always thought is really, really beautiful. You've got some rhinestones attached. Again, a nice frosted finish. I really need to, this one isn't like messy per se, it's just a little bit of leftover wax here. So I need to just plug this in and then just wipe that out. But yeah, I think this is definitely one of my like prettiest holiday warmers. And this one here, okay, this one is so special. It was a major regret for me to not purchase the full-size warmer, but oh my God, I am so thankful to Lisa. She sent me a message yesterday while I was in the shower. I was literally in the shower and I heard my phone ding and I just kind of stuck my head outside of the shower. And it was Lisa texting me saying that the full-size warmer was on sale in the clearance section for $15. Did I order 3? I sure did, because I love the mini. I love this mini warmer. And again, it was such a regret to not pick up the full size, but now I have 3 of these full-size warmers, which honestly, this is one that I could see myself using not only around the holidays. Obviously the tree motif here is beautiful for the holidays, but also, and then you've got a little, you know, like, you could say that this is just a deer or a reindeer, whatever you want to say, but got that little deer friend there. So great for the holidays and also great for winter time, I think. I love the texture. So all of these are like little individual glass, almost beads. This one is absolutely stunning once it's lit up, and I cannot believe I finally scored. Listen, you guys, I was on eBay ready to pay the ridiculous eBay prices for the full size of this warmer. I'm so glad Lisa said, please don't do that. I promise you, at some point it's gonna go on clearance somewhere, so please don't buy it. And I'm glad I listened to her. So yeah, stunning. I cannot wait to get the full size. I will definitely share the haul with you when I get it. But yeah, I just think this one is so, so beautiful. And again, I love that texture on here. But these are all of my mini warmers again. So next, let's take a look at all of my off-season warmers. I'm gonna take you guys up to where I store them, and I'll try to figure out a creative way to show each of those. This right here, I believe, is called the pressed tin warmer, if I remember correctly. But I absolutely adore this one. It is a ceramic warmer. Again, 25 watts. This one seems to hold the heat in even better than the glass scentsy warmers do. So if you're looking for the best heat retention, I think when it comes to scentsy, it's probably better to go with their ceramic warmers versus their glass warmers. And again, making sure that you're going with the 25 watt. But this one is just so beautiful. It's kind of, I guess, old-fashioned or a little bit antique-y looking. I happen to really like that. That's kind of my like overall decor vibe. And underneath that is actually one of the, I don't remember what Scentsy calls these, but they are these little like stands, if you will, for your Scentsy warmers. And underneath you can actually wrap the cord So it kind of helps you wrangle in your cords a little bit. So you can see that, you know, obviously the cord is coming out the back right there, and then it goes behind that little jar there and then gets plugged in over just behind where the paper towel holder is there. So, but I definitely didn't need a really long length of cord for this location. So this little stand has been perfect. And honestly, I've been meaning to pick up more of these for my other Scentsy warmers. This is my favorite design out of the ones that have been offered so far. This is the, I believe it's called the birch log or birch slice stand. It just looks like a wood slice, basically. I think it's really unique. I have not seen any other like wax melt companies who also sell warmers offer anything quite like this. If you have seen these types of stands at other, like I said, home fragrance companies, definitely let me know. But so far, I feel like the first and only place that I've seen something offered like this is with Scentsy, and I think it's pretty genius. Let's move on to the next warmer. This is my much beloved Milk Glass warmer. This is an element warmer, and I just actually had to replace the dish on the top because I broke it. I really appreciate that I was able to order a replacement dish instead of essentially having to chuck the whole, you know, bottom element part of the warmer. I love that Scentsy offers the replacement dishes. It really broke my heart when it literally cracked in half. Now, here's the thing. This is a warmer that I use almost year round. I very rarely put this one away. A lot of times it'll be out with my fall decor. A lot of times it'll be out with my holiday decor as well. So I use this specific warmer nonstop. So I'm not surprised that over time, maybe a like hairline crack or something developed because of the continuous heat. But I'm almost tempted to purchase just another dish to have on backup, because once again, I have a feeling that this could happen again in another few years. Now, I've had this warmer for a very long time, multiple years before I, you know, had this incident of the dish cracking. So I should probably be fine, but this is such a beautiful warmer. It really does remind me of actual milk glass. I think antique milk glass is so beautiful. And this one has that gorgeous like raised texture to it. Like the little bumps that you see on there are textural. I just think it's kind of a stunning piece. And the performance on this one is quite good as well. I can't remember if this is like a 9-watt warmer or if it's a 13, but I feel like this has a pretty good like fragrance output. So if you're interested in this one, I definitely recommend it. I'm not even going to attempt to remember the name of this one, but it just has really sweet silhouettes of flowers going around the entire outside. It looks like there might be some like mums, some lisianthus. It's just a really pretty floral warmer. You can't really tell on camera, but I have one of the pink Scentsy bulbs in here, and it looks so pretty with that pink shining through. On camera, you can maybe tell like a really light blushy pink light emanating from it, but it's a very like vibrant pink in person. So I really like that pop of color with this one, but I also just like the regular bulbs in this one as well. It's a very nice glass warmer that is, again, 25 watts and has a great performance to it. So this warmer here lives in my dining room. It goes great with all of the like floral artwork that I have in here. I have, you know, a bunch of fake flowers on my dining room table. I know, blasphemous, right? A florist that decorates with fake flowers. Listen, I am abundantly aware of what flowers cost wholesale, and it's a silly price. I'm not making arrangements for myself on a weekly basis because I don't have the budget for that. So I like to buy really high quality silk flowers like the ones that you see off to the side here. And I love making arrangements with those. So yeah, anyway, this has a floral motif in the room here, and this particular warmer just ties in really well with that. Let's move on to the formal living room. In the formal living room, I actually have two of this warmer right here. I don't remember the name of it. It's a glass 25 watt warmer, and this was actually just included in the most recent Scentsy clearance sale. I was tempted to almost pick up one more of these, but like I said, I already have two. The second one that I have is actually right over here on the other side of the couch. So I have two warmers in this room. It actually is not overpowering to have two warmers in one room because this particular area of the house it's a little drafty. It's right by the front door. It is also right next to where we have the tallest ceilings in our house, if you will. So let me just show you guys. This is our entryway. These ceilings go way up there. So having two warmers just in this one room right here is not, I don't think it's crazy. Sometimes certain fragrances are a little bit more potent, and if that is the case, I will turn one of these warmers off. But a lot of times I'm doing some of like the lighter presenting fragrances in this room because again, I get a little bit more oomph having obviously two warmers in the same space. But yeah, I love this one. And while I was tempted to pick up a third or just a quote unquote replacement one, I decided to refrain because obviously I'm already storing a lot of warmers as is, and I'm sure Scentsy will come out with another beautiful warmer at some point in the future that I'll probably want to purchase anyway. So yeah, deciding to leave some room for some new things in my collection is important as well. But I do love the look of this one. It has some really pretty like gold accents on it, and the color of purple is kind of like a fuchsia purple, so it's really vibrant. I know it doesn't look like it once, you know, you turn the bulb on, but it is a really beautiful color even when I'm not using the warmer. So love this one. This is the Mirrored Rosé warmer. I remember the name of this one because once again, it was actually one of my personal favorites. This one has a really pretty blush pink color throughout. It's kind of a frosted glass type finish. And then there are some like gold accents on it. So all of like these little things here that you see are kind of a gold finish, if you will. This piece is beautiful when it's lit up, and it's also beautiful again when it's turned off. I just feel like so many of these Scentsy warmers just also make beautiful decor pieces. I know Scentsy does a lot of like really fun warmers, but I tend to be drawn to the ones that look a little bit more elevated, a little bit more sophisticated. And then again, they also have some great like vintage looking ones as well. So mad props to them for having a really good variety for me to kind of, you know, pick through in terms of what's going to fit with my personal decor tastes. This one lives here in the entryway. It gives me a pretty good performance. This is again another 25 watt warmer here. And I just have it on the like console like cabinet thing that I have by the front door. This is the perfect location for it. Again, creates a little bit of ambiance when we welcome people into the house. And since it's so close to the front door, you know, I'm usually pretty particular in terms of what fragrance goes in this one, because it's one of the first scents that people encounter when they come into our house. So anyway, love this one. I'm not sure if it's still available, but if you can ever get your hands on it, it looks so, so pretty. Welcome to my office. I don't remember what this warmer is called. If you happen to remember, let me know. There is a damask design on it, obviously. I'm sure that that was somewhere in the title. I really like this one. I think it's very pretty. It has kind of a nice basic shape to it. And then obviously you've got some kind of like, I would consider this more of like a rose gold type accent on it. And then obviously you have that damask design. Let me see if I can scroll you guys in so that you can get a closer look at that design. But yeah, I think this one is really beautiful. It's again 25 watts. I don't always have this one turned on, especially as of late. I haven't been using it a whole lot because one of my candle lamps was actually living over next to my desk for most of the fall and winter months, and I was melting a bunch of my candles, so I certainly didn't need both going in this somewhat small enclosed office space here, but I really enjoy the overall look of this one, and again, I think it gives a really good performance. So if you ever come across this one, maybe in like a clearance sale, I would definitely recommend picking it up if you are at all attracted to it. I think it's really pretty. This is the champagne warmer. Obviously, the shape of this might look familiar. The overall silhouette is the same as the mirrored rosé warmer, but this particular champagne warmer did come with one of those, I believe they are either a 40 or a 45 watt Edison bulb. You can see that there is an Edison bulb in here. This is probably going to be the very best performance that I've ever gotten out of any of my glass warmers is with these Edison bulbs. Now, the mirrored rosé came with a 25 watt bulb. I know that it's the same design, but I don't think that I can use, maybe I should ask Lisa. Maybe I can. Maybe it's the same mechanics. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. Listen, don't start putting different wattages of bulbs into warmers where you know what wattage is supposed to be used. That can definitely void your warranty if something goes wrong with the warmer. So be very mindful of that. Always use the wattage replacement that is recommended. But anyway, I love this one. It has a really beautiful, like, I guess you could say like a gold look to the glass. It's not shiny, but it has maybe like a gold amber type finish, I guess I would say. It's really pretty. It's elegant. Again, it has a kind of a more elevated look to it. So I have this one here downstairs in the family room, kind of in the corner. It does a really beautiful thing with the light on the wall behind it, as you can see. So this is kind of the perfect location for it. I also have this specific warmer at the upstairs of the stairs in our house here. There's another console table up there. I'm not going to show you that one, but I do have, again, 2 of this champagne warmer. But let's go ahead and head upstairs and see what some of the warmers are that I have scattered throughout the upstairs of the house. This warmer, whose name once again escapes me, is in our master bedroom. Let me just move this little votive holder and this jewelry box out of the way here. Don't remember the name of it, but it has a hexagonal shape to it, and it has a really lovely kind of frosted finish in some areas, and then a little bit of a almost like mercury glass type finish in the other areas here that aren't frosted. But that mercury glass finish is like on the inside, if you will. It's kind of hard to really show it with the lighting that I have in here right now. But again, this one is a stunner. Like, it's just a really beautiful piece. As soon as I saw this one on the website, I jumped at it. We don't always use this warmer because I do have a candle crock in our master bedroom, and a lot of times I just prefer to have fragrances going in the crock. The crock stays on 24/7, so a nice kind of way to get a lot of background fragrance. But on days where I'm not using the crock, I will turn this warmer on, and once again, 25 watt, really beautiful, and just looks really elevated when you light it up. So anyway, let's keep going. We are now in our guest bedroom slash, it's mostly my mom's bedroom when she comes to visit. But I have this really pretty gray fluted scentsy warmer in here. I know that I've had this one for several years at least. I wish I could remember when I purchased it. But the gray is kind of interesting and unique because it also has just a little bit of a like iridescent finish to it. So it looks really pretty, obviously, when it's not lit up. But when you light it up, it's, I think it's even more beautiful. Actually, the fragrance that I have in here is the Peppered with Kisses. I really like that one, and I know that my mom is going to like that one when she comes to visit. So I went ahead and just plopped some in here the other day because I think I'm pretty much done with, I'm done with both of the bars that I had at this point. So at least my mom will get to enjoy a little bit of it the next time she comes to visit. But yeah, love this warmer, really, really pretty, and big fan of this one. All right, guys, now this warmer right here, again, I don't remember the name of it, but it is definitely my worst performing, I guess you could say. It's only a 20 watt warmer, but I knew that when I bought it. The reason that I wanted it is because it is shiny and glittery and pink, and it's just pretty, right? Like, this is not something that I purchased thinking that it was gonna have, you know, a lot of like oomph to it when it comes to projecting the fragrance. This one I purchased solely for the looks, and it is an absolute stunner. Now, I have it in this room here because I have a lot of pink in this room, so it's just a fun one to place in here. But I also have two warmers in this room, and both of these warmers probably aren't the best performing. So by putting these two in here together, it actually gives me the performance of just one regular 25 watt warmer, if that makes sense. But let's take a look at the second one. I don't think you're gonna be surprised that I purchased this one, given my love of all things pug. Yeah, you guys, they had a pug warmer. Hold on, I'm moving you guys up here so that you can see this thing in all its glory. Let me zoom out a little bit. By the way, this is a painting that I did of Penelope. It is a color by numbers type situation from Apple Pie Painting. I did that a couple years ago, and I think that was one of the funnest little art projects that I've ever done. And somehow it totally looks like Penelope. I mean, it totally looks like Penelope. Cracks me up. Anyway, love this pug warmer. I'm clearly obsessed with this breed of dog. This is an element warmer. There's no bulbs in here, but it is a very low wattage element warmer. Didn't care. It's a pug, so of course it's gonna come home to me. This is one that I don't turn on all the time, and when I'm actually trying to get any type of like performance out of this, I do take the head off and just set it to the side, because the only way that you get any like fragrance output, let me see if I can get this in the frame, is through the holes in the back of the pug's head. Not sure I love the way that this looks, but yeah. So listen, when it comes to warmers that just have these like small openings, you're not always gonna get the best performance out of these. So definitely for me, when I have this one going, I just set the head off to the side. Like, you know, this is my little decapitated dog here. I feel like there could have been a better way to design this performance-wise, but I still love it. Listen, it's a pug, so it belongs in my house. All right. At this point, I'm not gonna go into Stella's room. She does have a warmer in her room. It is the Dream Big warmer, but this concludes the quote unquote tour of my warmers that I have out currently. Let's go ahead and let's look at all of my off-season warmers in my storage closet, and I'll give you guys a sense of the warmers that I have in that part of my collection. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look through all of these off-season warmers. I don't necessarily want to take them all out. I'm feeling a little bit lazy with regard to that, so try and bear with me here. You actually just saw most of these warmers on this shelf when I had out my Christmas decor. So if you followed my Decorate With Me series, you saw these warmers, but obviously I have several of these Christmas tree style warmers. This top obviously goes with this warmer, but the shelf isn't quite tall enough to be able to accommodate that, so I have that off to the side. Here's another Christmas tree warmer here. The top to that is in this Bath and Body Works Hurricane there. There is a frosted like snowflake warmer behind that. Again, another one of these tree warmers. The base to it is right back there. Now, if we scroll over off to the side here, we have some other spring year-round type warmers. This one here is probably another one of my like least effective in terms of performance. I rarely go for the 20-watt warmers, but I really liked the design on this one, and I figured it might be kind of good in one of our powder rooms in the summer. So I'll probably pull that one out as we get a little bit closer to May or June. Behind that is another really, really pretty warmer that actually reminds me of is he calling them hurricanes? I think Harry Slatkin is calling them hurricanes, but there is a new hurricane from Homeworks on the QVC website. I'll link it down below. It has a very similar look to the white ceramic part of this warmer back here. I don't know why is there a light bulb here? This is probably a light bulb from my daughter's room, which is right next door, and she probably changed it out and was like, I don't know what to do with this, so I'll just put it here. I love the logic. It's fine. This is just a really fun, like, mermaid finish type warmer. I got this one last year at some point. I just think it's really pretty. I will probably actually put this one either in our guest room or probably in our master bedroom for the summer months this year. And then right back here is my very first Scentsy warmer ever. This, I believe, was called the Bride Warmer. I mean, go back in time with me on this one. Do any of you guys remember? I have two of them. I purchased two because I loved it. And this was one of my first purchases when I started shopping with Lisa. I still had my own floral design company at the time and was maybe a little bit more into my floral work at that point. So I was like, I need lots of things that have flowers on them because I'm a florist. So these are really pretty roses. I've just always thought this one was absolutely beautiful, and it is a ceramic warmer. So honestly, I should bring this one downstairs. I haven't had it out in a number of years, and the last time that I had it out, I clearly did not like clean out the wax, and I think that this is vendor wax. I think I had put some vendor wax in here because this is not how Scentsy wax looks. Let's see. Oh, it smells like nothing. I can't smell anything. But this must have been sitting in here for quite some time. So definitely not the fault of the wax. But yeah, I love that one. And like I said, it's my very first one that I ever purchased. And as soon as I got it, I actually placed an order for a second one, which is why you see another one right back there. So I have 2 of those bride warmers. All right, I'm gonna try to figure out the best way to do the rest of these shelves here, so bear with me. On the shelf right above is just another pile of off-season scentsy warmers. This looks to be mostly fall and Christmas. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one back there. I have 5 of the Christmas glow warmers because I purchased it when it was the warmer of the month in, hold on, I think they actually used to say it on the boxes. November 2017. That's when that was the warmer of the month. That was when I originally purchased my first one. And then I think it was during the pandemic, there was a clearance sale and they had this one for $10 each. So guess what I did? I bought a lot. I bought, I think, like 7 or 8. Now, obviously, I no longer have 7 or 8. I have gifted these out. My mother has one at her house. I think one of my other girlfriends has one at her house. I think, I started giving them out to friends because I was like, I think I might have too many. Now, usually I only put out 2 during the holiday season, but I think this coming Christmas, I'm going to put all of these out because is it the most beautiful Christmas warmer they've ever done? Yes, in my eyes, it is. It is absolutely stunning. It has this like etched glass design. Just, I love it. I love it. I just don't think you can go wrong with that one. All right, behind that is a warmer that I originally purchased when it was first released, but mine was faulty. So Scentsy actually recalled this warmer. I think it was called the Chic warmer. Basically the frosted, it's not frosted, but that opaque white finish that you see, a bunch of mine was like damaged on the inside. So it just looked scratched. Anyway, they redesigned the warmer and re-released it. And then when they brought it back, I just loved the look of it so much that I bought it again. I feel like it's kind of an interesting one because it looks like a Christmas ornament, but I think it also kind of has a pumpkin type of vibe to it. So I can use that one for basically the entire last part of the year. So let's set that there. I don't remember what this particular warmer is called, but I will tell you that I have had to contact Lisa and had her replace this part for me once already, and it's happening again. So I think this one is just kind of poorly designed. The fragrance oils are essentially causing the metal part on the top to corrode a little bit. It's like it causes this finish here, this white paint finish, to like bubble and peel. I know. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one a whole lot. I think it's a really pretty design. I used to have it at the top of the stairs, but yeah, I do appreciate Scentsy being willing to replace the top here, but that's obviously less than ideal. Behind that is, that's actually another one of my rare 20 watt warmers that came out a long time ago. I do not remember what year I bought that. Beside that is another fall warmer that I just recently purchased this past year. Love this one. Again, I love the bronze. I'm getting into the browns again for fall. This one's just really pretty when it's lit up. Behind that is actually a warmer that I purchased from Kringle. I didn't put it out this past year. I don't know. It's not my favorite. It has a like forest silhouette scene on it. It's nice, but I don't know. It's obviously not one of my favorite warmers. I was just curious to try it, so there's that. This warmer here was actually my birthday gift from Lisa this year. It was insanely generous because I know this specific warmer was like horrifically expensive, but it's so cute. We have a neighbor, well, we have multiple neighbors, but our neighbors to the left of us just had a kid. Her name is Harper Lee. She is just the cutest thing ever. She just turned 1 in November, but when we had our Christmas decor up, her parents would come over to visit at least once or twice a week, and Harper loved this warmer, you guys. She would sit and stare at the glitter swirling around in here for like 20 minutes. And she's a 1-year-old. Like, she had enough patience to sit there and just watch the glitter floating. It was so mesmerizing to her. It just absolutely melted my heart. Such a cutie. But anyway, super grateful for that. I would have never purchased that for myself. So I'm extra grateful that Lisa got me such a lovely birthday gift. I just love it so much. And then over here we have a pumpkin warmer, and then there is the fairy tale pumpkin warmer behind that one. So let me see if I can fit all of this stuff, but this is very precarious. You can see why I was a little bit like hesitant to want to film this, because what a mess. I had every intention of keeping all of my boxes at one point and putting all of the warmers back into them, but the boxes took up so much room. I decided to recycle them all. I kind of regret that now because this looks very messy, but they are safe in here as long as no one is, you know, like fishing around, and there's nothing for anybody to look for in here, so it should be fine. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that fairy tale pumpkin is back there. Obviously we have more, warmers up here, so I think I'll go ahead and grab these down and then show them to you. So bear with me here while I get you guys settled. This one here is, love the color of this pumpkin warmer because, again, I'm getting back into the oranges, and this one is just so pretty. Has kind of a slight like mirrored finish, as you can see, but also a little bit of a like mercury glass vibe as well. I love the bronze at the top here. Absolute stunner. Love this one. Let me set it down here. Next is this warmer right here, which I think this would actually make kind of a nice year-round warmer. It's not super seasonally specific, but I believe this one came out in the fall. Once again, I don't remember the name, my apologies, but I do believe it's probably still available. Again, ceramic, really pretty, nice gold detailing on here, and a little bit of embossing as well, so some nice texture. I obviously have a little thing for texture. Let's see. Oh, this one's so cute. Speaking of texture, love this one here. This is obviously an element warmer, so there is no bulb, and I need to clean that out. Do I know the wattage on this? No, I don't, because I cut all of the little tags and stuff off, so couldn't tell ya. But if it's still available on the website, I'm sure they'll let you know. So this one has kind of a basket weave design to it. Now, obviously it has the holes at the top. This is another one of those warmers where when I'm using it, I kind of set the lid off to the side because the fragrance output is a little bit more limited when you're just able to allow the scent to escape through those holes there. So let's grab the next one. We are really in pumpkin land here. So really quickly before we continue on with the pumpkins, here is another one of my Christmas tree warmers. I love this green one. I actually had this green one before the white ones that you saw on this level here. Okay, let's see here. Sorry. I gotta bust my way in here. How cute is this guy? Oh my gosh, so cute. Again, another element style warmer, and clearly I did not clean the wax out the last time that I used this. I love this little, what is this, like a gingham checker, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but it's black and white, it's cute. It's a little bit different from what I normally gravitate towards in terms of colors for the fall, but I just thought this one was unique and interesting. So yeah, big fan of this little guy here. And then my very first, I have to be so careful with this one because I've been afraid to break this since the day that I bought it. This one here. Tell me, what was that? I have no idea. Something fell. Oh, it's reed sticks. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Do you guys remember this one? It was a warmer of the month many moons ago. It was an element warmer. So this is the top part here. Again, it's another one where you have to remove the top to get the fragrance. It is an element warmer, obviously. It's just, I've always gotten the most compliments on this one. absolutely stunning. And if I ever break any of these pieces, it will be the saddest day ever. Now, the very last warmer I'm gonna show you is also a pumpkin warmer. And this one I still have in the box because I bought it at the end of the fall season. Oh, sorry, there is a candle lamp up here. But this, I can tell you the name of it. It's the Color Me Pumpkin. So it's the one that has, again, it's, I believe, an element warmer. 3 different colors, but muted colors. So let me see if I can just give you a slight sense here. So a nice orange. This is where your wax goes into. This is the top here where on the back there's a wide opening that the fragrance comes out of. And then the base is this really pretty, again, it's an element warmer, but it's a really pretty like muted blue shade. So yeah, that's the last pumpkin warmer in my collection. But yeah, those are all of my Scentsy warmers, guys. My apologies about that kind of abrupt interruption there. My battery died again. I don't know what's going on with my batteries, but luckily we're at the end of the video here, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Obviously, I have a number of warmers, and clearly I tend to favor Scentsy when it comes to the design of my wax warmers. I would love to know where you guys get your warmers from. I would love to know your kind of mindset in terms of how you pick your warmers. Are you particular about the design or the look of the warmer, or are you a little bit more concerned with the performance in terms of, you know, good strength and throw from a warmer? Do you prefer that over aesthetics? I'm always kind of curious about how other people feel about that. For me, the performance is definitely important, but clearly I also have a thing for the aesthetics of the warmers as well. So for me, Scentsy tends to be a really good option, but I would love to know where you guys get your warmers from, what your preferences are. Let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate you being here today for this video. I hope that you found it helpful or entertaining. Don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.